You know, there are some people who actually believe that it was Al Gore who invented the internet, but that simply is not true. It is yours truly, the Reverend Pat D, who was the one who invented the internet. But I never got any of the billions and billions of dollars that I should have gotten, but at least I didn't have to do any of the work. I invented the internet because I have Asperger's syndrome, and while I'm on the spectrum, my IQ ain't quite as high as Aaron Schwartz, who also, I believe, had Asperger's syndrome, who did a lot to improve the internet, and then he committed suicide because the government fucked him over, but that's a whole nother topic. Now, did you know back in 1932, someone once said, there will be a day in which it will be possible to no longer rely on the post office, as you will be able to use a machine to send messages to other machines. And most people reacted by saying, that's not possible. And the reason that they said that is because there were a bunch of weak-minded, retarded fucking imbeciles with no imagination. And did you know that the day will come when you order a pizza, you won't need to have someone deliver it to you. All you will have to do is have them make the pizza, and then they will fax the pizza to you. That's right, a pizza will come out of your fax machine. Now, how can something like that be possible? Well, how the fuck do I know? I just have the vision and imagination knowing that something like that is possible. Now, I remember back in 1983 when my parents went to Florida for the first time without me, and at first I was kind of upset, but then it felt kind of good being on my own because my parents treated me like shit on just about every so-called vacation that I went on with them, and that's a whole other topic. But I often wondered, where are they as they traveled from the Chicago area to Florida? And I then envisioned looking at a computer monitor or a small device using GPS technology in which a map would come up showing me exactly where they are, also known as a smartphone, which reminds me of this GPS tracking of people is also the mark of the beast and Big Brother tracking you, but that's a whole nother topic. Now, I was fascinated with hearing different radio stations as we traveled, and I was upset when a vacation would come to an end because I wish it was possible to listen to radio stations from different cities while I was living in the Chicago area. And the best that I could experience when I was growing up is there was a top 40 radio station from Nashville, and I was only able to listen at night. After my parents ruined my life by moving to Florida, which is a fucking cesspool of fucking shit, and not only that, the weather is too fucking hot there. And not only that, just about every radio station in Florida sucks because most people in Florida are a bunch of common, boring, mediocre, stupid assholes. But there was WVUM from Miami, and I lived in Boca from Miami, and they played a lot of cool music. But I lived in Boca. And while it was possible to listen to other radio stations from Miami from Boca, but WVUM only had a listening range of 5 miles, and I couldn't get it in Boca. Lucky me to be in the land of mediocrity and shit. Another thing that was interesting is the very first radio station that I ever listened to through the internet was WMNF from Tampa in April 1998. And it is one of the very few radio stations from Florida that doesn't suck. And it fascinated me that I could listen to a show playing cool industrial music from Tampa right here in Murderapolis. If that's not all, thanks to technology, I can look up to see what the dew point is in Florida. It is very important to look up to see what the dew point is in Florida because the dew point in Florida is often in the upper 60s and 70s, which reminds me that I forgot to look to see what the dew point was today in Florida. But I did look yesterday, the dew point in Florida was 72, which reminds me that Florida is a fucking cesspool of fucking shit. And don't take it for granted that you can look up to see what the dew point is in Florida. Back when I was growing up, the only way to know what the weather was like in Florida is you would have to look in the newspaper, and it was day-old shit. And not only that, whenever someone told me that Florida was such a wonderful place, I was unaware that they were telling me a bunch of fucking bullshit because I didn't know what the dew point was. Now, during the 1950s, people would use television, listen to the radio, and buy records for entertainment. And by the early 1980s, very little changed. But then VCRs and Walkmans came out, and back in the early 1980s, if you missed a movie when it was in the theater, you were shit out of luck. But then they would show the movie on TV. But they took all the swear words out, those fucking bastards. Whenever I watch a movie, I want to hear the word fuck being used frequently in the dialogue. And today you can watch a lot of streaming movies, and fuck that, fuck streaming, because I like DVDs and I want DVDs to be around for a long time. But technology, I hate to end on a sour note, technology has improved in a lot of ways. But this world has gotten so much worse, and that fucking sucks, but that's a whole nother topic.
All right, that was Reverend Pat D. Oh my gosh, has anyone else got like too lazy when they have to do a DVD and you're like, what? I only watched 4 episodes and now I have to change, like I have to stand up and change a disc. Too much work.